Okay, and I think we're live. I did set that up, right? Okay, yes I did. Forgot for a moment if I actually set it to onto the YouTube stream. I just started streaming to nowhere. But let's get a live chat up. And sort this out. And we should be good to go. A bit later than normal this week. That's not half deliberate. I forgot to say anything about it, but because I have taken tomorrow off work, I don't have to be up quite as early, so I can afford to do it at the time I do my other streams, which is more comfort, a bit easier for me. So, otherwise, I should maybe mention now while I remember. Hopefully I'll remember to mention it again at the end of the stream. But quite possible no streams next Friday or Saturday, because next Friday I get the keys to my new apartment. So I will be moving that weekend. I'm still hoping to have my computer set up be one of the first things I get working, other than, you know, all the essentials. So hopefully I won't be out of streaming for too long, and I'll be able to get back into it with a shiny new setup. And a better connection and all that. Otherwise, last time we started off on the Shadow of Mhach quests, the Void Ark series. And I've got through the first two ones. Oh, hello Mini. Oh, Meep, that's a new one. Don't think I've seen that one out of you before. Oh, I'm going to be so glad to get in there. But yeah. We left off, we did the Void Ark itself. And, saw a whole army of Voidsent being unleashed on the world. Or about to. Particularly the Queen, Mhachi, I believe. Followed by the Weeping City of Mhach, where we obtained the Nullstone, a weapon which apparently, once XIV here is able to master it, is able to permanently kill Voidsent. Seems to be our best way of solving this. But let's find out what Leofred has, of course. We might be waiting a while before Radlia finally decides to wake up. Oh, not so long that you've got time to flit away on some other adventure. Come join me in my quarters and we can ask her a few questions as soon as she's ready to talk. Yeah, I am very much hoping that having... I feel like fairly free as I am now. Like, my family don't bother me for too much. It's just I have that... because we have other people living with us as well, I just have that... My social anxiety keeps me trapped in my room a lot of the time. But just having that bit of privacy, and I think as well the control for me will be a big thing, because I'll actually be... I'll be on the lease, I'll be on the tenancy agreement, that I'll feel that ability to say I have authority or I have a bit of control over the place, whereas here I'm kind of... My grandparents own the house? Even though I know like they'd probably be okay with me asking most things, I kind of have that subconscious feeling of kind of... It is their house. I don't want to impose too much. Excuse me. Oh there, Sorin. Might as well make yourself comfortable while you wait on Radlia. Besides, after fighting through them ruins, I'd wager you could use the rest. I could do a bit of a sit down, actually. Been a while since I've just... Oh, well, that didn't last long. Definitely seems a lot more quiet than last time I saw her. Where's the rest of my crew? Surely there were other survivors. My phone always gives times those little pop-up update notifications perfectly. Tell me, Radlia, what drove you to risk exploring old Mhach? Compass sent you there, aye, but you were after the Void Ark. You knew something, didn't you? That's a point. What were they after? I found a book. We were looting these strange ruins in the Sea of Clouds, and one of the lads dug up a tome. It had passages that described the Void Ark, and a powerful relic called the Nullstone. They were after the same thing we were. A tome scribed by a Mhachi sorcerer, mayhap. Captain, would you happen to know the author of this work? The words are muddled by obscuring magics. 1,500 years have faded its pages. As much as it remains illegible, but what little my darling cutthroats and I could decipher suggests it was written by a mage of exceptional status. Oh, you have it on you. I suppose that's helpful. See for yourself. If what the book says is true, the Ark is a source of immeasurable power. With that ship under my command and the mysteries of Mhach in my possession, I had fought to crown myself Queen of the Skies. And look how well that turned out. What manner of sky pirate? What manner of queen can't even keep her own crew alive? Radlia, is it not? Would I be correct in assuming that you seek revenge against the Voidsent who slaughtered your comrades? Excuse me. Oh, thick book. Oh, I have seen worse books. We used to have a collection of the entire, like a hardback cover, the entirety of Shakespeare's writings, all in one book, and it was massive. I take that as a yes? Of course I want revenge! That hell-spawned shite gobbler killed my crew. If he were here right now, I'd gouge out his eyes and choke him to death with my bare bloody hands. You are not alone in your desire to bring an end to these abominations, Captain. Will you not join us in our endeavour to secure peace for the skies? Will you not join the Talon's strength to ours? Oh yeah. I think pirates aren't going to be sitting up there drinking in their spare time? What have you got to lose, Rattler? What strength? The way things aren't right now, I doubt I could keep the peace in a monastery. This has naught to do with personal grudges either. I just don't have the men. All my best fighters died in the ruins. The dregs to the left are scarce sharp enough to be called towns. Did you leave your spine back in them ruins, Radlia? You've had your wings clipped, no mistake, but that's no reason to give up the life. I thought we'd rescued a sky pirate, not some cur that turns tail when her pack ain't there to bite for her. Leoford, are you sure you... I know what you're trying to do, Redbill. I've lost my taste for glory. You can have the cursed book. Just be sure to make that bastard pay. Starting to kind of feel bad for her. Even if she was a bit of an enemy to us. I know what it's like to suddenly lose all your companions. Hey, Furball. How quickly do you think you can decipher that ratty old tome? I need you to figure out exactly how your relic works. Aye, you sent that one fiend squealing in fear, but that ain't enough. From what you've told me, we'll need to aim for some of that obliteration if we're going to take on the Shadow Queen. The rest of you, put everything you've got into what you do best, and be that research or blade work. Overdoing it is doing it just right, if you get my meaning. Right. All there is to do is prepare for when we can take the fight to Diabolus. I'll decorate my walls with Voidsent heads if I have to. Sky should belong to no one. I'm trying to remember if that picture has meaning or anything. I feel it's relevant to something, but I can't remember what. Ooh, back in Mhach. Hello, Diabolos. I think. Oh, yep. The Nullstone has fallen into mortal hands. 1,000 apologies, Lord Diabolos. I shall personally wring each and every one of their scrawny necks. The time for skulking in shadows have ended. I am grown weary of these meddling vermin. The power of the Shadow Queen waxeth full. Soon my ardent desire shall pass from dream into dark reality. Oh, and off he goes. Sea of Clouds. Everything's going, Stacia. Sorin, XIV just sent me out to find you. A proper knack for showing up at just the right time, you know that? Anyway, XIV cracked open that tome what we got from Radlia. He's been studying all the Nullstone's secrets. He thinks he may be onto something important, not just concerning Diabolus and the Shadow Queen, but also the cat himself. Come on back to the park and we can hear all what he has to say together. Right. Let's... Well, we don't actually know much about our familiar friend, except that... Oh, here's a familiar for... I can't remember her name, but... What I can gather, a fairly important Mhachi sorceress. One who opposed the war as well. Everything alright in here? XIV? As I suspected, this tome was penned by a Mhachi sorcerer of superior standing, as well as detailing the methods by which the full power of the Nullstone might be unleashed. Its pages also contain a number of revelations concerning my master, High Void Mage Césaire. If these histories are to be trusted, then it seems that Césaire herself was responsible for summoning Diabolus. But I thought you said your master was opposed to supporting the war effort. Why'd she be the one to call up that bat-winged monster? Césaire only agreed to the ritual as a means to bring the conflict to an early resolution. From what I can glean from these passages, Diabolus was intended as a bluff, a threat that was never to be exercised. But those arrogant imbeciles ignored my master's carefully laid restrictions, and elected to unleash the fiend upon Amdapor. It was when Césaire moved to protest this act that she was branded a traitor and imprisoned. That's what happened. Once they had contained the opposition, the Void Mages studied all manner of otherworldly arts at the talent fate of their new pet. most dangerous of which was the rite for summoning Mhachi, and a method for chaining her power. Yet even after all they had perpetrated, these ambitious fools had the gall to come crawling to Caesar when the coming of the great floods was predicted. They begged her to take control of the Void Ark, for the salvation of the Mhachi people. As you saw for yourself, however, the energies of the Shadow Queen broke loose and turned the vessel into the derelict nest of Voidsent. It seems obvious now that the odds taught by Diabolus were deliberately flawed. The only saving grace in all this madness was when that damnable fiend was sealed away by the white mages of Amdapor. I shudder to think what would have happened had he been reunited with his queen. So now, 1500 years later, Diabolus is looking to finish what he started. I thought the bat-faced bastard was just an opportunistic underling. But it turns out he's the main villain behind this whole mess. Right, and that's now a reunion that it's up to us to stop. Were Caesar alive today, she would accept responsibility for unleashing Diabolus upon the world. And as the High Void Mage's familiar, it is my duty to act in her stead. I have deciphered the secrets of the Nullstone, and with its undiluted power shall I erase Diabolus from existence. I like your spirit, Puss, but try not to rush in too quickly, eh? Getting yourself killed won't do us, or your master, any good. Wait, no one's rushing in anywhere just yet. Have you forgotten that we're still in the middle of scouting out the Fiend's lair? We've got the compass to go by, aye. Who knows what kind of place it'll lead us to, or how many demons will be lying in wait when we get there. We fly in with our eyes open, or us getting slaughtered just like the towns. Oh, yes, speaking of which, the tome made mention of potential location for... That's not good. We should get after him, right? Right. Oh no. Luford? Luford! Ouch. He's behind you! Yeah, curse you, fiend! Oh no. That's not good. Well, I guess the fight comes sooner than I thought. At last. At long last. This is far from over, demon. We'll not allow an abomination like the Shadow Queen to rule this world. Then thou knowest naught of ruling. It is might which decideth dominion. But believe what thou mayest, frail creature. You are but playthings. Your screams of denial shall amuse me, as I send this rock and all upon it to shatter upon the ground below. Oh, yeah, this island is fine. Rather high up. What's the best way to do this? Where did that come from? I guess the lookouts were probably distracted by... Demon. Is that... Radlia? Gods, is that Radlia? Where's she behind that ship? I think that's even bigger than that. The Ishgardian one. I would not tire my arm of the swatting of so many flies. The Nullstone is mine. There is yet much to be done. Well, we're all still alive. That's a plus, right? Wonder where this is going. That's safe. You okay? The loss of the Nullstone is on my head, and I shall see that we win it back. Right. Well, as long as you're okay. Leoford? Excuse me. Well, well, ain't I a lucky sod? 2 demons in 1 day. Found some new dogs to lick your boots, Radlia. Is that any way to welcome me back to life? You needed allies, and persuading our reluctant fellows to join in common purposes a feat only a woman of my charming beauty could accomplish. And besides, you look too injured to be much use to anyone. You'd best take to your bed, old man. Let me and your champion there take care of the Voidsent. What, so you can tuck tail and run again at the first sight of trouble? You'd not be even standing there if it weren't for me. And even with me arm busted up, I'm still twice the pirate you are. Nay, I think you should stay behind this time, Leoford. We must pursue Diabolos without you. Pet safe? The time is of the essence, and we cannot afford to wait for you to heal. We must take advantage of Captain Radley's reinforcements, and proceed with all haste. Did the demon just drop you on your head, Furball? Without me there to run things, you'll end up getting in Sorin's way. And no one's making haste anywhere until we know what we're flying into. Again, Captain Radley may hold the answer to that dilemma. I suspect that the island where she uncovered the Mhachi tome is the very location where Diabolos has chosen to lair. How do you put that together? This floating marvel I speak of is not a natural occurrence. It was constructed as a haven for refugees of the floods. The tome makes very clear reference to the island's purpose, and describes in detail the Voidsent sorcery employed in its creation. As the Void Ark never arrived at its destination, however, the island remained uninhabited. I can imagine no more suitable hideaway for our scheming friend. Even better, Diabolos will not expect us to suddenly arrive on his secluded doorstep. The Talon fleet will carve us a path through the Lesser Fiends, and we shall strike swiftly into the heart of the confusion to seize the Nullstone. Once the relic is secured, I will use its power to obliterate our devilish foe. As a sky pirate, surely you understand how such an assault relies on speed and surprise. We cannot have a wounded companion slow us down, and potentially doom the entire enterprise. He does have a point, Leoford. Do you think you're in charge now, do you, puss? Poor broken Leoford's just some dead weight you need to cut away. You know what? I've had a bellyful of your meowing in any case. Go on, fly off without me, and see how far you get of your thrice-stamped enterprise. Hey, Captain Radlia, compare the direction indicated by the ectocompass with your navigational records, if you please. I think we'll find the coordinates coincide with the island in question. Certainly, and feel free to board our flagship when you're set to depart. My darling's large enough to accommodate your adventure and his fellows with room to spare. And Scaife. Off we go. Oh, I have not great memories of my first attempt at doing Scaife. Particularly that first boss. I was with one of those parties that kind of there wasn't a single person in it willing to kind of explain what mechanics were. So a number of times I just get yeeted off the ship. Right, now, while I wait for the guild to get back to me, I believe I had something to show. This little bit of airship that needs handed over. Sir? Did you find a down balloon? Was the vessel yet sound? I don't think so, sir. You can make whatever this part is off of it. I'm not sure if this came from the Birdman's craft, or if it was part of another contraption entirely. There can, however, be no doubt that this is of XIV design. Hey, fun lines. Yeah, well, the Crystal Tower I'm not a particular fan of, sometimes. I think maybe just because I've overplayed it on the Alliance Roulette. War balloons, such as the one you saw, were invented by the XIV to assert their dominance over the skies. These vessels allowed them to avoid our ground-based patrols and infiltrate the 12s with impunity. And the Beastmen used them not only for acts of war, but also to haul away the trees felt by their ever-expanding logging operations. It was to combat this unwelcome and destructive presence that we built guard towers throughout our forest. Though I imagine the XIV were quite displeased to find our borders thus reinforced. In fact, the primary purpose of this day's attack may well have been the destruction of Atat's spire itself. I am torn, Sorin. We must not weaken our defences here, but I would be certain our enemy does not lurk nearby, awaiting an opportunity for sabotage. I would ask you to once more visit the crash site and search the surrounding area for sign of our foes. I pray that my concerns are naught more than the anxious workings of a tired mind. Right, I'll be off then. Just checking out the crashed airship again. Here it is. Just keeping any sign out for anything oh. That looks like a lot of stuff's been just gathered up here. This is definitely Exile.
Spark! Get away from there, no feathers! Ours to dismantle war balloon is!
Hello?
Catch what is ours, you must not! Rights of salvage, yes! Rights of salvage! Enough! So much screeching and cawing when threatened nothing, frivolous one has.
What? Who's this? Oh, that's a fancy helmet.
Sir! Chief Tortalock! Old part we sought, no favour does. Search through wreckage for nothing we did. Weak-bellied fledgling, calm down you will. Speak with frivolous one, says Ul shall. Could you be artisan? No, clothing all wrong, it is. Garb for honest work, it is not. Skark, raise your weapon not. Ixal we are, but not the same kind that attack your tower.
You're not?
Balloon part you took. Value to you is little, yes? Have it from you we would. Not by force, no. And not for nothing. We make deal, yes? Inside gate you come. Show you our work in return, says Ul shall. A chief! Mean to let frivolous one inside? You cannot. Spread our secrets he will. Whack! Question chief you will not. Says Ul's decision it is. Shut screechy beak before plucked and strung from nearest tree branch you are.
They want to show me something?
Here's look frivolous one has. Look forward to next meeting, says Ul does.
Right.
Listen well, no feathers. If chiefs trust you betray, flay skin from worthless bones we shall.
Sure. What was that? Encampment up here. Hello. Don't mind me. Guess look for the one with the fancy helmet again. Wait. Is this where they build their airships? Oh, hello.
Brave you are to walk into Ixal den. No such camp existed, you did not, eh? Now, have that balloon part in your name, says Ulwood.
This one? Don't know if it's in much use in the state it's in a minute.
Yes, yes, Squawk. Search long for this we have. Thank you, Sorin Sherwood. Know you what this is, hmm? It is special stone, used for making instrument to read speed of wind. Only found in Zelfatol. Very rare. Even Klezer Sazul cannot build such instruments without it. Seem confused, you do. You wonder why Sazul not go to Zelfatol and fetch stone himself, yes? Tell you why, Sazul will. We are not like Ixal of Natalan and other places. No fighting with forest people. Outcast we are. Call ourselves Ectal 9. Impressive, yes? That nicer sound than Ectal 20 or so. But one purpose we have. To fly free like wind. For war with forest people, or pleasing greedy goddess, we care not. Fixed on the heavens our eyes are.
Right. They're just interested in flying?
To fly higher than any other is Ectal 9's dream. But before we can fly, make wings we must.
It said something about an artisan. I wonder if I came back as goldsmith. Hello there.
A strange face you make, Sorin. Burning with questions you are, yes?
Well, I'm curious, what are you actually doing here?
Make myself clear, I did not, eh? Only naturally your suspicion is. Many Ixal would simply kill Featherless One and leave corpse for vultures. But think like bird-brained Natalan zealots clever Sizul and his crew do not. Endlessly wasteful this war of forest people is. Waste of time, waste of resources. Ectal 9 is a group of thinkers, of crafters. This place, Ectal, is a place for building dreams. To fly higher than any other is Ectal 9's dream. But before we can fly, make wings we must. Good at making things you are, yes? No goldsmith when see one, Sizul does. Way of moving, way of looking. Moving had Sizul confused at first, though. Creating much better than destroying, yes? Both Ixal and Featherless Ones agree on that, they can. Have Sorin create something for Ectal 9, Sizul would. Build many things we can, but not everything is possible in a remote camp like this. You know of a place called Folgord Float, yes? Fine crafting facility they have. Perfect for making airship hull interior components. Sturdy metal frame as components Sizul needs. Support hull from inside and become vessel spine it will. Placed order for raw materials with current merchant in Folgord Float Sizul has. Sorin needs only speak to Junkmonger. Spend own coin you need not. Scar, a surprise for you Sizul has. Protect and support hands when crafting tricky airship components these gloves will. Even clever goldsmith needs help from time to time, eh? Come back soon, Featherless One.
Right. I'll do that. But just have some flying of my own to do first. So they're just building airships? I hadn't really thought about it before, but going around the scene, all the beast tribes seem to have so easy to just lump them all together as followers of their primals, all tempered. I'd already met this. Oh. I can think about that later. Right now, stopping Diabolus comes first. This really is a big ship. How did they even build this without... Construction this size has to draw attention from somewhere, right? Right. And now we just wait for when we can arrive. Or never mind, I guess they're come to greet us first. Oh, that looks dangerous. Oh, need to move. No. Right. So. Ow. That hurts. Whew. Watch the ice. And that tornado. Oh, get away from that, I think. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, that looks dangerous. Where'd he? Okay, he's there now. Ow. Well, we're probably on the right track if this is the kind of thing coming at us before you've even arrived. Oh! Watch out for that! Ow! Ow! And then maybe need to be careful this time not to just jump around too much. Oh, watch the ice. Oh, got again. But sometimes the swift cast denies dual cast. You have to actually... The requirement for it is actually spending cast time on a spell. I don't think I've ever seen the ship so evenly divided in... Oh... Nope. Ow! Hurt a little. I think I'm maybe better just doing that so I don't get stuck with the... Is that the island? Yeah, it is. That's quite a large one, actually. Scratch that, it's huge. Might be bigger than Zenith. Build a whole city up here for refugees from the flood. No one ever got here. I do wonder what the Mhachi obsession with creepy statues is, though. So, Diabolos is probably in the middle of all this somewhere, isn't he? Ow. I didn't look away in time. That's better. I can breathe it again. Oh, that was unnecessary. I do hope that wasn't a real dragon. I think that's self-defense, isn't it? Oh, they don't seem to have much care for the condition of the city they're living in. Time for a real fight against this guy. Seems... Oh! Out of the way. Ow! Oh. Blue is over here. Oh. That's the one you want to stay away from, isn't it? This is... I can remember mechanics. I have to wager a guess that spire there is probably where Diablos is. I'm gonna guess it's not gonna be an easy fight getting there. Okay, so that's the one where we want to stay close to it. Okay. Now what? Imps. Oh, that's a problem. I'm down. Actually, looks like most of them down. The others have been. Here we go. Big reveal. Don't like the sound of that. A bit busy to be applauding for the ad. Okay, want to be near this one. Watch out for that. Oh. Wait, that's... Changing the size is cheating. Getting close. 1, 2, 3. Oh. And back out. to swap these. Guess never really came around to it. And onwards. What's something? Something's out there. Wait a minute, is that? That looks like Ultima. Ultima systems online. What's Ultima doing here? Oh, I recognize that one. Why is Ultima in the Sea of Clouds? This one's obviously different, but oh, all together. Watch out for that. Oh. I recognize the Citadel Buster. Oh, the machine's going as well? What's going on? This was not what I was expecting when I came here. Oh. That hurts. Where's it? Those look like problems. "50 seconds to supernova." That's... Don't like the sound of that. Right. I'll have to mention that to someone when I get back. Maybe Sid knows something. Or the Sons of St. Koinak. They've been studying Mhach and stuff for a while. And who's this? "Welcome, mortals, to my citadel of Never mind, I'm not reading that. Where you got it? Into... Nope, I don't seem to get into... It's not in the chat window. That's... We're too late to stop them... reviving her. It's just a matter of... stopping her now before they have a chance to... I suppose actually what we need to do is find the Nullstone. Wherever Diabolus has taken it. Oh. Can't move in time. Yep. Ow. He needs to disappear. Oh. I need to get away from that. And that. Watch the wings. Oh. Oof. Push. What is... I don't like that. Oh, now. Crystals of light. Deepest. That doesn't sound good. Oh, that's a problem. Oh. More jesters. All down. Now what? Getting close to finishes. And there go the rigs. Get in there. Go. Ow. Oh, dodged the wrong way. Ow. Did it. Now what? Diabolos. More fitting stage? Where? Oh, up. Of course it's going to be the top of the tower. Where is he? Oh. Found him. Right. I'll just take back the Nullstone and we can end this. Oh, don't look. I think. Oh, is that interruptible? I didn't realize you could interrupt Nightmare. Ow! Those look like something that should be dealt with. Getting through this. Where's he? That's cheating. How do we... Another gate. Just... Maybe... Wait. It's working. We can just... put enough pressure on. Might be able to... more gates. I'll let those ones open. Need to focus on the big one. Come on. Still not enough. Still not enough. Nearly there. We did it. We knocked it back at him. And he's gone? Did we do it? No. Blame it on your imprisonment. The true purpose for seeking the Queen's rebirth. That's the Nullstone. What's... Oh no. That's his objective. Ow. Right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. Oh, what's that? Things are not looking particularly good. Oh! This is bad. Ow. Very bad. I was not expecting him to absorb the Queen. Back up. Not letting it end here. I miss my power to heal. Oh. Get away from that. Ow! Ow! I missed something. Ooh. Halfway there. That's not good. That can't be good. Okay. Okay, no. Most of us still seem okay. Just... There we go. Strength to stand. Right. Back on my feet. Not feeling great, but I can still do my part. Orders. Ow! I think that's what got me before. Did we do it? Did we get him? An old stone. Right. I did it! I actually did it! Right, just get the null stone, get it to XIV before... well... he comes back, I guess. Grab the minion, why not? And... again, the cards. Everything else can pass on. Death. I was not particularly helpful there. Hey, new minion. And no cards. Right. I know Voidsent are not going to stay down for long. Oh, there you are. You're not relaxed your guard yet, Sorin. The air is still heavy with his foul presence. Well, we've got the nullstone then if we're quick about... Oh, Radlia, Stacia. Already taken care of the fiend, have you? You didn't even need that dusty old relic to do it. I just banished him temporarily, I think. That's the most I can do. I think we still need that to actually kill him. Be careful, Captain! Diabolos late yet lurks in the shadows. Speaking of the devil... It's got it again. This is a problem. I've already sent everyone else home. Oh! Cat safe? Not good. Finally, have I claimed the Shadow Queen's power for mine own. Yet still I am harried by you noisome weevils. I must needs quit this realm for a time, and when I have grown accustomed to my newfound might, there shall be a reckoning for your insolence. Damn it, he's getting away. I'll be able to do something. This ain't the time for napping, Furball. You've still got a job to do. Leoford? Is that a good idea? Maybe not, but it worked. Gotta get the stuff. Got it. It's safe. My work here is unfinished. In Cesaire's name I unmake thee, Diabolus. My master's will be done. Come on. That's definitely different from last time. For 15 centuries have I yearned for this power. Thou canst not unmake me. No! No! Did it work? We did it. I think. Kitseef, you okay? Leoford as well. All alive, right? Well, his ship maybe not. You okay? I should have known we were wasting our breath. Captain only heeds the sound in his heart. And damn the consequences. I told you you'd be lost without me, didn't I? And look at you, Puss, getting knocked out cold in your moment of glory. You weren't like to get another chance to one of your master's memory, and you almost missed it. But I suppose you pulled through at the last. Aye, I'll give you that much. Oh. There's Talon's back. I say we leave. I'm not too fond of hanging around there. You definitely doing okay, sir? Spare me your concern and your lectures. You all knew I wasn't like to stay abed with such a grand adventure to making. I'd rather break every bone in my body than be stripped of the freedom to go where I please. Besides, all's well that ends well, eh? Diabolus is dead, and we're all alive. That counts as a victory in my book. It's just a pity that it cost me to her meal in the doing of it. I hope she rests easy on that island refuge. Doing okay, sir? Sorry, you didn't want concern. I mean... what now? Guess the whole Void Arc raid was a bit of a bust in the end. Bah, my goggles are a mess. I can always get me a new pair of goggles. And a new airship. I suppose we should be glad we didn't lose aught else after diving headlong into a Voidsent nest.
Now that we've taken disguise back, it's time we were taking our leave. The Talons and the Redbills can kiss this brave alliance farewell. Unless, of course, you're interested in a more permanent arrangement.
Your bootlickers might think your voice is siren song, but it grates on my ears like a Harpy's screech. No, this is the first and last time we fly together. We're back to being rivals, the way it's always been.
You are a very stubborn man, Redbill, but you do well to remember. I always get what I want in the end.
You holding up okay, XIV? What does he do now that everything's over? Head back to my quarters and see if the furballs hurts. I'll be along in a bit.
I feel so foolish, Sorin. I demanded that Leoford remain behind, only to have him rescue my mission from certain failure. A failure that would have made a mock of your heroic efforts as well.
It wasn't me, XIV. We all have our times where we fall down. Trust me, I fell down my own a few times there.
You are too kind. What words exist that can properly express my contrition? I know not how to even begin making up my apologies. I should like to approach the captain, but he has the air of a man who seeks solitude. It is strange to see him so melancholy. Could it be the loss of the meal which troubles him so? Nay, I shan't intrude upon his contemplation with clumsy questions and trite platitudes. Let us leave him be for the moment.
People do just need a bit of quiet. Utada? How are things holding up here?
I heard the meal was an unsalvageable wreck. It was a fine vessel, built to endure the captain's reckless flying style. It seems she kept him safe until her very end. Such a shame.
Yeah. See if we can get XIV patched up a little. How's it going, Stacia?
Mr. Stacia, if I might ask you a question, do you know the cause of the captain's melancholy? Is it because of the meal? Please tell me if it is so. I cannot help but feel responsible for the vessel's destruction, and I would better understand Leoford's present distress.
If you really want to understand, I suppose I should start with how the captain was orphaned as a child. As matters turn out, he was taken in by a high-born widow who raised him as her son. From what Leoford has told me, his adoptive mother was a kind, quiet-spoken woman, but due to some illness or so, she was rarely able to venture outside. Instead, she spent hours reading to her boy from a library well stocked with books from faraway lands. Leoford cared for her as her malady grew worse by the day, and he was there by her side when death finally carried her away to false halls. While she was alive, she never did ask much of him. Not long before she passed on, however, she wrung from him one single promise, that he escape the conformity she had always endured, and live his life as free as a bird. As you've likely guessed, her name was Ramil. That's her portrait there, hanging on the wall.
Ah, this explains much. I had wondered as to the origin of his vessel's naming.
The Sky Pirate way is the life Leoford chose for himself, but I like to think he named his ship to Ramil so that his mother would be there to watch over all of his adventures. This is when were you so loose-lipped about a comrade's private past, Stacia? Oh, that's a bit... Sorry, sir. I ain't in the habit of leaning on people's sympathies, so you can all keep that titbit to yourselves, eh? And I thought I told you to see to Furball's wounds. Look at your cape, puss. It's in tatters. Come here a moment.
A scarf? For me?
Aye, that's a little present we give to every new Redbill.
Ramil taught me that it's not protecting memories
that's important. It's having the strength to follow your path and make those memories in the first place. See how determined you were to clean your master's slate. I'd say you'd fit right in with our crew. Listen, if you're thinking that little airship meant a lot to me, then you'd be right. But I'd rather mourn a hunk of metal than lose them as can share in me highs and lows. So let's get this straight, puss. There's no need for apologies. The Sky Pirate makes his choice, and he sticks by it.
Life of a Sky Pirate, As I seem to be bereft of both place and purpose now, I suppose I shall accept your offer. I'm yours to command, Captain.
Glad to hear it. Your first duty is to join us in giving our adventure here a proper send-off.
Well, it's about bloody time you two saw eye to eye. But honestly, Captain, you don't mean to head out in those rags, do you? Let's get you cleaned up as well before we say our fond farewells.
You're a little burnt there yourself, Leoford. Suppose I should be glad my clothes are as intact as they are. It's time we parted ways, Sorin. Let's give you an escort down to Coldwind.
You really don't need to. I think I can find him.
One last flight, why not? That was some adventure, Sorin, but our journey into the unknown is over.
Now, sir. You never know. Someday.
Or to now. When the skies spit out some new mystery, you can bet that I'm coming to find you. After all, there ain't nobody else who handles the unexpected quite like you do. High adventure and a heady rush of danger? Surely in this life there's no greater reward. Well, I'll see you then, Captain. Wonder if we'll see them again. Oh. Back to see whatever adventures there are for me in Ishgard. New chapter from New Game Plus has been added. And I wonder if... I think... Oh yeah, you can't see... You can't see... Next slot. With this glam. I suppose I should finish up that quick little job for... the XIV 9. Yeah, that is the Shadow of Mhach finished. I'm guessing that promise is what is... I'd heard apparently like next expansion or like next like major patch, isn't it? That the Void Arc quests are like mandatory. Same way Crystal Tower was mandatory for Shadowbringers. So I'm assuming that's kind of the... You meet up with him again? Oh, there, sir. I'm here to collect some components for the XIV 9.
Master Merchant welcomes a welcome customer. Birdman Chief tells Master Merchant of Chief Makings. You take things from making and go to place for making things. You find making place outside of it, not inside. Master Merchant thinks you have no time for thinking. Birdman Chief seems ready to burst at seams. Hildyard will give you helpful help.
Right. I think I got that. Anyway, probably need to be geared up for this. Said these gloves were for crafting. Feel a little unusual. But it is what it is. Hello, ma'am. Are you Hildyard by any chance? Hello there, adventurer. Come now, I can hardly hear you. I said hello there. Hello, ma'am. Can I make use of this workshop here? What's this? You wish to make use of our workshop? Well then, seeing as you're a first-timer, allow me to give you a brief explanation of what we seek to accomplish here. As I'm sure you're aware, Mayor's is populated with a plethora of artisans who create a range of wonderful wares. This workspace was created with just such a diversity of craftsmen in mind. No matter your profession, our facility is designed to allow simply anyone to bring in their materials and produce goods that demand an exquisite degree of precision and polish. Our small operation here at Bobbing Cork is only temporary until we secure a more permanent residence, but I assure you that everything is fully functional. Now, what exciting project has brought you to me this fine day? I'm actually looking to make some components for an airship, ma'am. What have we here? Ah, such a strange coincidence as you should have to arrive bearing these very same rare materials that... Hildyard, have you any word on my delivery? And who might this gentleman be? And why does he hold the component materials that I ordered? This is outrageous! You cannot simply swoop in and snatch up the wares I reserved a moon in advance. Please, Master Tataramu, you misunderstand. This adventurer brought along these materials himself. Just brought them along, did he? Poppycock! What would a gill-grabbing mercenary need with airship hull component materials? Only a master engineer with the highest level of skill would be capable of utilizing the potential of such specialized items. I highly doubt that anyone besides myself would have a use for them. She'll be gracious, however, and allow that you are some manner of artisan. Pray tell, exactly what you intend to craft with those materials. I am, of course, ignoring the fact that your efforts will invariably result in a botched job and wasted resources. Master Tataramu, this is hardly gentlemanly conduct. Shall I offer to view the finished product then? Go ahead, sir. Craft your wares, and I shall appraise the quality of your work, free of charge. Right. Master Tataramu, I shall become cross with you if you continue in that tone. I hear your materials, sir. I'm sure whatever you create will be absolutely splendid. Thank you, ma'am. I guess a little more pressure than usual. So this is... Right, just a matter of... Little tap here, little tap there, and... all together. Oh, I'm quite pleased with that myself, if I may say so, sir. Craft away, sir. I'll be waiting to appraise the results of your expertise. Well, here you go. Fairly confident there's a good job there. All done, are we? Now, let's have a look at the travesty you've made out of... God to be good! I can scarce believe it! The craftsmanship is exemplary! And you say this component is to be used in the construction of an airship? I cannot even imagine what type of hull you mean to build. Tell me, adventurer, who commissioned this work from you? I must know! I can't really... I'm not really at liberty to discuss that, sir. Claws. I'll hit a claws he has at the moment. A curious reluctance. What harm can come of revealing a client who builds airships? Unless... There's an odd rumour making the rounds amongst the engineers of the company. They say a group of Ixal had carved out a secret camp in the Black Shroud, and were conducting trials of some kind of secret weapon. I had thought it idle gossip at the time, but it would appear the tale hold merit after all. Your Ixali master seeks to craft an airborne vessel of war. I will not allow it. Transforming the wonder of air travel into a means for delivering death is blasphemy of the highest order. Sir, that's not what they're... But, Master Tataramu, what do you mean to do?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to march right into that secret camp and give those blasted birdmen a good telling off. You'd best stay out of my way.
He might be in trouble. They seem nicer than most XL, but they still mentioned, skinning people.
But you cannot simply...
When it comes to airships, I'm afraid Master Tataromu's passion overpowers his capacity for common sense. I wonder if he even has any idea where he's going. Here, you best take your finished component and complete the delivery. Your appraiser appears to have forgotten it in his haste to rush off and chastise the exile. You okay with this? Oh, that's what I'm asking. Just who is Master Tataromu? I could tell you, but that wouldn't be very exciting now, wouldn't it? Or perhaps you might ask him yourself. The steam looks like... Oh, yeah, so... I only just noticed it now, then, when I look down at my phone and kind of just as a puff of smoke came. Okay. Right, how far has he gotten off? Hopefully none of these trees got him. Wildlife in this part of the shroud isn't the nicest. Well, don't see him anywhere. Guess I should deliver this first. Sizzle?
Squawk, returned you have! Able to craft components you were!
I believe so, sir. Is this up to scratch?
Made this you did. Yes, serve us well this will. Begin construction on hull we can. I finally found you. I never realized just how big this forest was. Who is small, angry, frivolous one? Never mind who I am. 'Tis you who are on trial here. Are you not the XIV master who seeks to build a death-dealing airship and bring war and destruction to Gridania? Have you no respect for the virtuous field of engineering your uncouth plan will inevitably sully? Weapons on an airship. Simply monstrous. Mind your tongue, you shall. Making airships with weapons, Sizzle, is not. Been telling tall tales, someone has. Do not try and deny it. I have seen how the Ixal stole our technology to build those horrendous war balloons. Your kind know naught but killing and mayhem. Scark! Blabber too much, angry one does. See's not enough. Look at design on their own feet, you should.
Is there going to be any problems here?
It is schematic. It contains elements of both dirigible and airship. I've never seen the like. Hybrid vessel Dizzle Kuan it is. Fly very high it shall. Ceiling altitude of 5,000 yalms. 5,000 yalms? That's impossible. An unattainable fantasy. Why, even Master Garlon's Enterprise cannot reach such heights. You speak of visiting the heavens themselves. Yes, the heavens. Rap on God's front door we shall. Knock, knock. Ayatlan. Floating continent of legend, says. High above clouds. Place where Sizzul's ancestors once lived. Return to Ixal's lost paradise we shall. All-consuming goal of Sizzul's people it once was. But this dream, shared now by too few it is. Rather worship mad goddess Garuda, and squabble with frivolous ones Natalan Ixal would. Waste of life, Sizzul says. Help Ectal 9 build balloon airship hybrid and reach for distant sky, other Ixal should. What an incredible idea! You have such vision, such zeal! Sizzul, I have misjudged you. You must let me work with you. I will see this dream of yours become reality. Ah, wish to join Sizzul's crew, do you? Possess some skill at crafting, do you, yes? Yes, I have studied airship design most extensively, and though my practical experience is admittedly limited, I vow that there are none who match my passion for the craft. Important passion is, but knowledge too you must have. Work you as hard as ever, Sizzul will. Be spared for your size, you will not. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. Tataromu, at your service.
I guess that would much better than I was expecting.
And what of Sorin? Impressed with work, Sizzul is. Enjoy crafting with Sizzul's gloves, did you? Like second skin, yes. Protect hands, but allow artisan to make delicate and difficult movements they do. Agree to help XIV build the Zil Qualan, and let Sorin keep gloves as Zil will. What say you, featherless one? Sprout wings and fly with us, yes?
Well, I'm helping out all the other tribes, so sprout wings I shall.
Ska! Feathers of the spirit we share! Hard to imagine to look at us now, it is, but an age when Ixal flew on power of their own wings there once was. Sad, then, that wrath of elementals we incurred. Banished from forest and stripped of gift of flight we were. With younglings hatched outside the forest, something wrong there was. Stunted their feathers were, but lose desire to soar Ixal never did. In place of lost wings, great balloons Azul's forefathers made. Such ingenuity! Seek to continue their legacy, XIV does. But forgotten joy of crafting own wings Natal and Ixal have. Grovel instead to goddess they do. Grovel and beg. Fools, grant them new wings Garuda never will. Seek only to increase her might the goddess does. Always more sacrifices, always more crystals. Nothing more than slaves Natal and Ixal are, but not XIV, no. Soar once again we shall. With the Zul Qualan our salvation, our waking dream lies. Work hard and see history written, Sorin shall.
Oh. Another balloon. And there's a quick level up for goldsmithing. So that, I believe, is, at least for now, going to be the end of the stream. Oh wait, it is going to be the end of the stream. So that was Shadow of Mhach finished up. I just wanted to kind of finish up. I'd started those XL quests, so I thought I'd get that one out of the way. And yeah, tomorrow should be start of what? If my brain would work for a moment. Oh yeah, the Warring Triad. Hopefully have that finished by Friday, if I'm able to stream on Friday evening. Don't know for sure whether that will be happening yet. But then, yeah, Celeste, there'll be Celeste tomorrow. Hopefully finishing off Celeste as well. And, well, then it'll just be back to normal. Oh, not back, what am I saying? Sometimes I need to think things before I say them. Cool. I'm planning to kind of, in my free time now, start doing the Beast Tribe quests for Sorin, but kind of just get them all to a stage where they're ready for like the next progression quest part. Just because I'm getting through, having gotten through to Endwalker and stuff myself in my personal character, there's a lot of things I feel like the way developing relationships with the Beast Tribes works. It feels like it works better for me having that pre-existing relationship and knowledge of making friends with the Beast Tribes. But no, I won't be doing just the grinding of these quests on stream. I'll kind of save it all so I can then do all the actual story progression ones. Unless on my other stream I need stuff to do, I guess. But then, probably not too interesting. I still need to think of something better. But no. Anyway, I will thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll be back 10 o'clock tomorrow with Celeste, the final chapter. And, well, I hope to see you there. Till then, have a great evening.